Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to CMI's online classes. In today's class, we are starting chapter 2 of our English textbook Beehive, and the title of this chapter is The Sound of Music. This lesson has been divided into two parts. Part 1 is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, and part 2 is The Sehenai of Bismillah Khan. Both the parts are the biographies of two internationally renowned personalities in the field of music, their achievement stories that inspire everyone to work hard to achieve success. And in today's class, we will mainly discuss about and understand part 1, that is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So at first we are discussing part 1, that is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So Evelyn Glennie is a Scottish multi-musician, and it is said in the title that Evelyn listens to sound without hearing it. That is confusing to many of us, as two synonymous words, listen and hear, are placed in the title and they stand contrasting to each other. So here the actual meaning and difference of these two words we have to understand, because most of all find the meaning of these two words same, but they are different on how they are used in what condition in sentences. Here means to give a casual listening without paying any careful attention, but listening is something to listen with a very careful attention, giving importance to it. The difference of hear and listen is what we are going to understand from the story of Evelyn Glennie from this part 1 of this lesson. Glennie's story is very inspirational for everyone who aspires to achieve something impossible in their lives. It mostly encourages handicapped people, children who lose their hope of dreaming and achieving their dreams in the journey of their life. So Glennie's story gives fuel to everyone to recharge up once and move ahead to the colorful destination. Evelyn Glennie herself is a deaf person who is completely unable to listen to others what they are saying. That means she doesn't listen to the sound, but she feels the sound. So when the story begins, we see Evelyn is standing at the station and she is waiting for her train. As the train arrives, she feels the vibration and understands that the train is coming. She is going to Royal Academy of Music. She is just 17 but looks younger than even 17. From here, the story takes us to the flashback of Glennie's life story. The flashback story says that Glennie was just 8 when, for the first time, Glennie's mother had noticed something was unwell with Glennie, because she was waiting to play the piano. And when her mother asks her to play the piano, Glennie doesn't give any response to her mother. Her mother felt that Glennie did not listen what she said. But gradually the years spent, Glennie too hid this all from her friends and teachers. But when she became 11 years old, Glennie's academic scores began to decline, and her school headmistress called her parents to school and advised them to consult any specialist for Glennie. When Glennie was taken to the specialist, they came to know that her hearing and her nerves were declining and she was becoming deaf. The specialist advised the parents to take Glennie's admission in any school for deaf. For Glennie, her world had changed into complete darkness. She was not seeing any hope to move ahead in her life normally. Everything had been changed into strange when she was asked to take admission at the school for handicapped students, where she would be learning among all those handicapped, but mentally she was not accepting that she was a challenged student, and she decided to live a normal life, not the life like the handicapped people live. And she also wanted to pursue her passion for music, as she was fond of music from her early childhood. So once she sees a girl playing the xylophone. Seeing it, she also thinks she should learn to play that musical instrument. But the problem was that she was not encouraged by the teachers present there. Instead, the teachers were discouraging her by saying that she could not do it. But a tabla teacher who was present there thinks that Glennie has potential to do or play the xylophone. The tabla teacher thinks to brush up her skill so that Glennie would do very good in her life. So he calls her and plays two different beats in tabla and asks her not to hear the sound of the tabla but to feel the sound. When the teacher beats the tabla hard, Glennie feels some sensation, a strong feeling and vibration at the upper part of her waist. Similarly, when the tabla teacher beats the tabla softly, she feels the vibration at the lower part of her waist. This way, Glennie started her practice and she realized the different notes of music giving vibration to different parts of her body. This way, she started feeling music and started practicing it. By the age of 16 years, she had toured all the parts of UK with the orchestra band and was planning to give her solo performances. Then she gave her audition at Royal Academy, and the score she had scored at the audition was the highest score that no one had scored such marks till then in the academy. After that, she pursued her 3 years degree of music from the academy. Within these 3 years, she was awarded with many awards from many places for her performances. And in 3 years of her musical course, finally she became a multi-musician who could play thousands of musical instruments. Now we will discuss about the interview taken to Glennie for 2 hours. It was the hour when people noticed that sitting and discussing with other people, Glennie was speaking very flawless. Glennie was even saying that the people do or miss out. She was equally understanding and responding to the people. She even says there that people with beard makes her uncomfortable to have any conversation. She says that whenever she speaks to anyone, she does not only looks at the movement of the lips, but notices the face completely. Like from the expression of eyes, she understands more. She also explains on how she speaks so flawlessly is actually she could hear till the age of 11. Then also people were amazed and surprised, though she was able to listen till the age of 11, how it was possible for her to speak so many languages. She speaks ahead, whereas to speak about music, she feels music by her every body parts. Like if she plays the xylophone, she feels vibration at her fingertips. Whenever she performs at the wooden platform, she puts off her shoes so that her bare feet would feel the vibration of music that passes from her feet to legs. This way, she explains how she does different things in her daily life. In 1991, Royal Harmonic Society awarded her the Collegiate of the Year award. The very famous musician James Blade had spoken for Glennie that when God takes something from us, he gives something extraordinary or more valuable thing to us. For example, Glennie had lost her hearing power, but more than that, a very extraordinary power was with her that helped her feel the music and could feel more deeply than any other. So the statement given by James Blade was very much appropriate for Evelyn Glennie, and she was very proud to be stated such statement by James Blade. She even says to all that she is very workaholic. Workaholic means who is very much fond of doing work. That means she is very serious about her works. Like she tries to do more works, like attending concerts at many places, like regular concerts as well as free concerts at hospitals and trusts, and gives classes to the young aspirants or the musicians of young age, which she gives more priority. Beethoven, fond for music, had even said once that Glennie had been a very big inspiration, especially for handicapped children and deaf children. This way, many people were hugely inspired from her that the people thought, being a disabled person, if she could fight her disability and do so many things, then everyone could also do many things. Basically, the story is all about how Glennie fought with her disability and achieved her dream, whatever she wanted to be. So, from this story, we have to understand that being a disabled person, how Glennie fought with her disability and achieved her dream. Similarly, in our lives, what we do when we face some kind of trouble, we lose our hope and we give up. But achievement doesn't come easily to everyone's feet. It comes with hard work and facing hardship in life. So once you become habitual of facing hardships and difficulties in life, you will be habitual of tasting the taste of success. Glennie is really a very big inspiration for all of us, because we believe that everyone has a dream, and to fulfill our dream we have to work on it. But so many of us, we dream but we don't want to work on it. We want our dream to come itself to our feet, but it doesn't happen like this to anyone. And also, the dream which you achieve without any hard work is valueless for all. So this was all to understand for all of us from part 1 of our chapter 2, The Sound of Music. for the students of standard 9. So this was the story of part 1 of this lesson. Now we will see some question and answers that we have in our chapter and how to answer all those questions. Now you just see the question number 1 and first you read the instruction that you have to write these two answers in few words or couple of sentences. And the question number 1 is, how old was Glennie when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? We all know that when the story begins, she is just 17 years old and she is just moving towards the Royal Academy of Music. That means she was 17 years old when she went to Royal Academy of Music. The next question is, when was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? So it is also written in the story that when she was 8 years old and she was about to play the piano and her mother just asked her to play the piano, but she did not respond to her mother. At that time, her mother had already responded or noticed that something was wrong with Glennie, that she did not even respond when she asked her to play the piano. But at that time, the importance was not given to this matter, and gradually the days passed out, the years passed out, and so Glennie also hid all those things from her friends and from her teachers. But when she became 11 years old, it was confirmed, because by then her scores, her academic scores had poorly declined. So her headmistress had invited her parents to school to discuss about Glennie's matter. She even discussed with Glennie's parents to take Glennie's to some specialist, to consult with some specialist, so her hearing could improve. That means by the age when Evelyn was 11 years, it was confirmed that she had attained a complete deafness. Now the next two questions, question number 3 and 4, which you have to write in 30 to 40 words. That means you have to write the answers of these two questions in 30 or 40 words. Question number 3 is, who helped Glennie to continue with music? What did he do and say? We know that at the time when she wished to play the xylophone in her school, she was discouraged by many of her teachers because they believed that Glennie could not play the xylophone. But at the same time, a man, a teacher, was present there, and he was tabla teacher, who encouraged Glennie because he believed that if she would get motivation, she would achieve what she really wanted. So he called Glennie and asked her not to listen to the music but to feel the music. As we also know from the story, at first he beat the drum very hard, which made Glennie felt like a vibration at the upper part of her waist. And for the second time, the tabla teacher beat the tabla softly, and for this time Glennie felt the same sensation at the lower part of her waist. So from this time she understood that music is something which could be felt. She got the another and deep definition of music that day. And that man, that teacher, was percussionist Ron Forbes, who helped Glennie to continue with her music. Now see, the another question is, name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. The answer for this question would be the places where he performs free. That means free concerts, like at hospitals, at the trusts. So, and the reasons are also given there. So, you just find out the answers from your book also. Okay, students. And the last question, for which your answers would be of 2 or 3 paragraphs. And your question is, how does Evelyn hear music? This is some kind of expressive answer you have to write. We have understood the story of Evelyn. So you need to express yourself and write your answer. Okay, student? So this much for today's class. And for the next class, we will discuss about the part 2 of the lesson, that is the Sehnai of Bismillah Khan.